Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
We are live. I'm not sure if we'll stay on Facebook or not. We got to wait that one out. If you're just joining us, 47-13, third quarter about to start here in girls varsity action from Rockingham County High School. The Cougars lead High Point Central. Darn it, can't quite get it to work. Not sure what it is about Rockingham County High School. (47-13), just a minute away from the third. Looking for an 18-2 stretch.
I'm going to tell you what. So,
the Lady Cougars.
What are you going to do about, man, it's been a, I know
It's
we're.
been rough, hasn't it? I already know where you're going.
It's been a rough.
It's been rough.
It's been a good year for football for you, but it's been rough at the same time.
Last night you texted, man, it's been rough for you, Joe. I said, I know. I already knew what you were talking about.
Poor Chip Kelly. He's going to be an offensive coordinator for Pete Carroll.
You can't blame him those $6 million.
You cannot blame him at all. And you're talking about a facility out there.
Right.
And he probably lives out there.
I'm guessing so, because at least somewhere around there.
Yeah, he's been a part of the West Coast for a long time, with the Oregon Ducks. And, he went back to the East Coast and was a head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles for a while.
So my football teams, the Lions and the Buckeyes, both lost their coordinators, both lost several position coaches. It's been fun.
It's all right. Hey, you still have your head coaches.
That's what matters.
What matters.
That's right. The Lady Cougars have a great head coach, Jesse Wall, looking for win number 110. And the Lady Cougars well on their way. We start the third, a 47-13 lead. Driving to the lane is Boone. Now the baseline jumper.
Oh,
don't get the friendly roll. Almost rebounded by Brannick. Squirts loose, and Boone gets the put back. Boone has 6. 49-13. Far side 3 for Davis. Rebounded by Boone in the corner. Also batting for it.
So maybe my math is not math. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
And my math is not math. No.
Okay.
I think, that's a 40-point lead. Or am I wrong? No, it's 36.
37.
37, sorry. Okay. I was worried about the running clock because I want my Chick-fil-A, but we'll see.
You can't have your Chick-fil-A and eat it too. 2-3 zone defense for Rockingham County, 51-13 lead.
I'm going to tell you what, if you brought me Chick-fil-A right now, I'd probably go ahead and log off and say, hey, man, you got this. I'm chowing down.
To Brown, looking to drive and a travel. So the Cougars will jog on offense, moving right to left, rep to inbound to Boone.
I'm still trying to figure out how Keene, North Carolina, of all places, gets one before we do.
Wow.
They're pretty nice up there. They even got a Waffle House.
Reb for 3 in the corner, counted.
A good barbecue spot.
When you got a mountain, I guess you can move mountains.
I guess that's right. Oh, and
travel on the 3 attempt. A High Point Central, 54-13. Hey, no slight to Stokes County.
No.
But come on.
They love us up there. I mean, they appreciate what we do, and
but you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I mean, I'd rather drive up there and get the beautiful view than go to Martinsville.
Rib from the corner, right inside, open look for Brannick. Hey. 2 hands off the glass.
As soon as Martinsville shows us a little bit of love, then we'll show the love back.
Far side for Davis. Top of the key now for High Point Central. Stolen by Hargrove.
Showtime.
Away from Jones. Wide open lane.
There it is.
And the push layup for Hargrove. Hargrove has 12. 58-13.
No, we can't be upset. Martinsville, the guys from Martinsville that done the whole TV thing, they showed us plenty of love.
The Undefeated podcast.
Yeah, they showed us plenty of love.
doing TV broadcast for BTW. Reb holds the basketball, far side wing. Bounce pass to Hargrove on the baseline. Back to the wing for Boone, who drives right to the basket through 3 defenders. Doesn't get to the fall. Hargrove with the rebound. 2 hands off the glass. Hargrove with 14. 60-13, third quarter.
About to go down there and see if that kid wants to offer me some popcorn. Well, I don't know what he's got to drink. No,
Hey, you must be hungry,
he can keep the water.
if you're willing to eat used popcorn.
He can keep the water. I don't think he's ate any yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just got it. True.
Yeah, he just
coming from the concession
Yeah, he just
stand.
got it, so he can keep the water. I'll take the popcorn.
Lila Johnson will inbound to Lily Stripmiter. 60-13. 4:21 to play in the third. Pass to timeline for Stripmiter, right to left. Looks in the corner. Here's a drive by Rakestraw.
Ooh, good
Blocked
block.
from behind. Picked up by Hardy here on the near side wing. Stops at the elbow. Jumper. Draws the foul. Bucket doesn't fall. Hit hard. She'll head to the line.
Oh, well, there it goes. The running clock. Shatters my dreams. Makes me emotional.
Makes you salivate
I mean,
a
I
little bit
was
more.
literally. I could have I was already tasting that chicken sandwich. It was right there at the edge of my mouth. And then Coach Spinks says, you know what?
When are you going to learn? I pay these score.
Coach Spinks said, you know what, dude? No. You don't,
last
get
Friday.
you don't get to touch it. He pretty much looked at me and said, look, Woods, I'm taking this chicken sandwich. You're not going to have any. And there's nothing you can do about it.
62-13. If you didn't hear last Friday, at the end of the game, Rockingham County had a 98 point, 98 point, no, was it 97?
97.
97
Yep.
with 1 minute and 30 seconds
And
left.
look, everybody knew. The whole, every player on Rockingham County knew. Even Coach was even like, hey, do it.
So Dynamite goes to the line, and Coach Spinks of Eastern Guilford refused to put a player in and let the clock run out.
Yep. And he was sitting over there on the sidelines the whole time, like, huh? What did you say? Doing it on purpose.
Rakestraw jumper doesn't fall. Smith with the rebound. Forces the jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of High Point Central. 2:33 to play here in the third. 62-13. Running clock. Now, we'll get you a pizza slice at the concession stand, even if they don't score.
No. It's okay. All I got to do is say cookout. Monica's texting me. And she's like, absolutely, before I even hardly say it.
Far side 3 for Davis. Rebound. Hardy. It goes loose. Picked up by High Point Central. Stripmiter on the long rebound. Stripmiter right to left. Walks past the timeline. High dribble. On the far side wing to Johnson. Johnson dribbles in the corner. Now looks to the elbow. Smith jumper. Off the backside of the rim. Ball's loose. Picked up by High Point Central. And up the floor.
So, I'll tell you what I'm excited about, though.
What's that?
With Rocco, with the Miss 3.
Stripmiter with the rebound. Ball's loose. Back at the top of the wing.
With working with you and being a part of Rocco Radio, with the steal.
Johnson with the steal.
Being a part of Rocco Radio, you've done a first with probably being the first broadcast team to call basketball in Rockingham County, right?
Back in the day, they did.
Were they doing it a lot back in the day?
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, reviving broadcasting. What about baseball? Are they broadcasting
that's
baseball?
ever been broadcasted over the radio.
Because we're going to be a part of doing that this year.
Johnson inbounds in front of the coach wall. Abrahamson to Smith. Now back to Johnson. Just off the wing. 2 for Abrahamson. Won't fall. Smith with the rebound on the baseline. Bring it out back to the perimeter. Two-handed bounce pass. Johnson to Rakestraw. Block. Picked up inside by Abrahamson. Reset the offense for the Lady Cougars up 62-13. Easy drive in the lane. Won't fall for Johnson.
Shoot it. 5
seconds remaining here in the third.
Even the coach.
Oh, it's stolen by Johnson. 1 second. She heaves it up. Not enough. 62-13 after 3.
Been a pretty dominating performance by the Rockingham County Cougar ladies tonight. Coach Wall hasn't let off the dogs. He still keep going. You know, he's let off on the trap. I'll give him that. But he's still, you know, with the 2-3 zone and, you know, letting his backups play and get some good quality minutes. And, you know, that will build some more of the bench for come playoff time. Pretty much total domination tonight, 62-13.
Can we get some RESPECT for this Cougar squad? Do you know I had to think really hard, make sure I spelled that right?
Don't know what it means to me.
Even though there is a song. Number 19 RPI, despite just 2 losses on the season. No love from high school overtime in the 336 rankings.
But you got some love from Aretha Franklin. All love.
And Roco Radio. 62-13. Johnson, top of the key, covered by Davis. Looks right inside. Smith back to the basket.
And
a travel. And unfortunately, that's the price of this RPI system. Who you play matters. Kind of like the BCS back in the day.
I mean, but you can't help it when they're in conference, though. Right. I mean, you know, not downplaying these, you know, the ladies from High Point Central at all. You know, they're...
Lynn to Abrahamson, Smith, top of the key.
From what you know, from looking at the roster right now, they've only got
very young.
2 seniors.
Very young. Yep.
2 seniors. You got 1, 2, 4 freshmen, and then you're looking at a handful of sophomores. So you know they're transitioning. They're you know building back to good quality basketball. So you know they're learning.
Free throw from Smith is good.
And sometimes high schools just go through that phase. You know, they have some good years, and then they'll have some down years, and then they'll pick back up. You know, it's just...
There is that whole building factor.
Yeah, yeah. Every so often you have to build and rebuild.
The biggest thing you hope for in high school sports, as Smith makes the second, is the consistency with the coaching staff so these young freshmen can play under the same system for 4 years. That's what you hope for. But in today's day and age,
well,
and it's hard to blame coaches.
We've seen that for sure. We have seen that for sure.
Luckily on the basketball side, at least for sure,
there's
consistency there.
The basketball side, you know, throughout I would say all 4 high schools from Rockingham County, they have been nothing but consistent. Girls and boys.
We've got longtime coaches at McMichael in Moorhead and Reedsville for basketball. Coach Anglero ain't going nowhere here. As the shot is good for Smith with 2 hands.
With Moorhead, I know for sure they've only had 3 head coaches in the past, 20 years?
Yeah.
Because, you know, you started out with Coach Harder and then Blackwell, and then you go to Coach Price. McMichael, there's only been 1 as far as the boys go for the past
several years. Coach Galloway in with the basketball for Rockingham County, 66-13.
Rockingham, you know, you got our main man.
By Brown.
He's going to be here for a long time. I mean, he's building something big for the basketball program at Rockingham.
The jumper is short. Brown with the rebound on his second offensive chance into Jones. Bounce pass back out to Brown. Brown poked away. Rakestraw with the poke. A steal in the hands of Abraham.
Oh, with the push. That's a tech. Oh, I think at least a flagrant. Yeah.
The line for 2. Alexandra Abrahamson.
So it'll be a flagrant foul.
Starting to fill up. Might want to get here. If you want to catch dynamite, just 4 minutes away. First one doesn't fall for Abrahamson. Second free throw won't fall. 3:45 to play here in the third.
You got to pull the David Woods. You got to bend your knees. Let it fly.
The David Woods instruction.
I've
never actually seen you do it.
I'm going to go on Facebook, and I'm going to have a tutorial. And I'm going to show you how I shoot a free throw.
Shot is missed on the inbound. Up the floor for Brown. Oh, she's going to slip. Hopefully she's all right. Right in the paint.
Oh, great sportsmanship right there to go try and help her up. Everybody's good.
Yeah, great job there by Abrahamson helping out. Inbound for High Point Central. 3:05 to play. 66-13. Bounce pass in the corner for Brown. Takes the two.
Oh, good shot.
66-15. Up the floor for Rakestraw. Pass it far side for Abrahamson. On the wing. Now back to the top of the key for Johnson. Long three off the back iron. Rebound goes inside for Jones. We'll have a jump ball. Smith in on the battle. Possession arrow in favor of High Point Central.
So, the game's been rolling pretty steady. Did we get a start, early time started?
I think we will.
Okay.
We'll see what time they put on the clock in between games. Spin by Brown, blocked by Smith, but a foul. 2:17 to play and counting. Do you think Coach Wall will hold out a sub here with the clock running? Oh, sorry. No, he's not a coach like that.
Absolutely not. He's scoring the hundo. I know he's going for it. Oh, speak of the devil, here comes coach from Rockingham now. Here he comes.
Coach Anglero.
One thing I really like, man, Coach Anglero, he could have went way left field and could have, fed into the whole controversy that was going on. But you know what? He went to the other side of the bench.
Stayed calm.
And stayed calm.
Defended his players, though.
He did. That's what a good coach does.
Exactly. Handled it perfectly. Johnson for three from the corner. In and out. Rebound to High Point Central. Brown up the floor with a crossover in the paint. Goes wild with it to the bucket, but it'll go out of bounds. Inside a minute now remaining. 66-15. Oh, that's a nice football pass up the floor to Abrahamson on the inbound. And we'll have a jump ball in favor of Rockingham. Good opportunity for Coach Wall to coach his young players in game situation. Johnson, top of the key. Bounce pass Abrahamson. Now inside to Lynn on the baseline. Ball's on the ground. Gets out to the free throw line. Shot attempt by Rakestraw is blocked. Up the floor for High Point Central. With a one-hander off the rim. Lynn tries to get the rebound. It's a battle inside. Abrahamson pulls away with it, but a foul. And that's going to do it here as the clock rolls. High Point Central slow to inbound. Now they'll hustle. 2 seconds on the clock. And that is it.
That'll do it.
66-15. The Cougars move to 18-2 on the season. 8-2 in the Mid-State 3A and 8-1 here at home this year. As both teams shake hands on the far sideline in front of the scorer's table. And we get ready for the main event. Will we witness history? Dynamite Johnson, just 18 points away from tying the all-time scoring mark here at Rockingham County High School, held by Justin Ward. Who held that from 2004 to 2008. Already this year, Dynamite passing the third all-time scorer, Chris Sparks. That happened in early January against Atkins when he had a career-high 41 points. Then passing second all-time scorer, Jason Gagney, on the 24th of January. And a couple really big games since that Martinsville game. He had, I think he had 24 in that one, 34 last time out against Eastern Guilford, 17 and 22 against Smith and Dudley. And then back home, he was able to do what he does, man, on Friday. If we see that Dynamite, it's all over in the first half.
He is one of the purest shooters I've seen, around Rockingham County. Not taking, we got Dynamite, we got Deontay, J9, we know who we got around here, but he is absolutely one of the most purest shooters I've ever seen with my own eyes, outside of Reedsville and, other kids around Rockingham County, but he is absolutely pure. He's fantastic to watch, man. He's just...
For me, he blends the old school fundamental game, looking first for teammates, with the new school.
Yep.
He's got the quickest release, I would say, in the county. I don't think I'm exaggerating with that.
No,
He's a
absolutely not.
Quick shooter from the perimeter. That Steph Curry quick over the head wrist flick.
Unlimited range.
We saw him nail one from the logo last time.
He can shoot from the logo, literally, and it is a good shot for him. It is not a bad shot because he is just very consistent. Like you said, he's a pass first point guard. But if his shots come available, he's going to shoot it. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to go in.
So he needs 19 tonight to set the all-time scoring mark here at The Rock.
Looking at about 9 minutes and 15 seconds until we get this game started.
So here's what's going to be the difference for me.
Okay.
And where things will have to improve for the Rockingham offense and what Dynamite did last time against this High Point Central squad.
Okay.
Tough loss, 74-45 on the road to High Point Central. Good team. This is a team that's 13-6, 7-3 in the conference with a win over Dudley. So this is a good basketball team. 19 points for Dynamite in that one, 6 of 24 shooting. He was good from 3, 4 of 9, and 3 of 4 from the line.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to improve inside, and that's going to a lot not just on him but on his teammates, giving him some space in the lane.
Yeah.
He was just 2 of 15 on 2-point field goals the last time these two teams met.
Wow.
So that might be the difference in this one. If he can get a couple buckets in the lane, a couple steals and easy looks on the glass, then it might be a whole different ball game as far as breaking the record.
From what I can see why. Looking at High Point Central right now, they got a lot of length to them. It's at least 5 or 6 guys right now that are, looking like they're 5'10" and over. And, so, yeah, I could see why for sure. They're going to have to – I want to see them get out quick. Like they done when we were here. It was just a flawless basketball game. Another guy I can't wait to see, I'm anxious to see, besides Nick Rumbley is Bryson Apple. Talked to him before the game. We said, my man, you shot lights out. Looked over and gave us a big old smile. We appreciate you.
Yeah, don't let him set up in the corner on the wing.
Oh, man. Went 5 for 5 before he missed his first one.
I believe he only had 1 3-point attempt last time these two teams met, so that might be an adjustment that we see a little bit more of number 45 in the ball game.
So what's going to happen? I don't know the whole gist of everything. If he hits this record, are they stopping the game?
I would assume so. I would assume so.
Right?
They did so on Saturday in Reedsville.
Okay.
When Kentre Harrison eclipsed 1,000 rebounds, they stopped the game.
Wow.
So we'll see how they handle. Every school handles everything differently.
Yeah. From what I've seen,
no matter what, I'm going ham. That's all I know.
Yeah, from what I've seen, a lot of schools, a lot of teams, if you follow sports, once you hit a all-time record like that, they do stop it to show a lot of appreciation.
So 18 away from 1,359 total points.
Oh, man, I'm watching him pregame right now. He's hitting everything, partner. He's in the zone.
Yeah, I'm looking too over here at the front court
They are
for
big.
High Point Central.
There's some big dudes.
In the starting lineup, you got 6'3", 6'4", 6'8". And then the guards at 6 foot and 6'1". High Point Central featuring Josiah Hill at point guard, the junior at 6'1", averaging 20 points per game.
The one good thing about Dynamite, it doesn't matter with the height factor when he's going up against somebody, because he's got such a quick release. You know, by the time he's got that shot off, you know, they're just jumping or trying to guard it.
Oh, look. Mr. Ball is playing here. D'Angelo Ball, the swerve in the corner song.
I thought you was talking about the bald man over there on the corner, but my bad.
Whoa,
my bad.
whoa.
My bad.
Whoa.
My bad.
Hey. Hey, we don't speak badly of baldies.
You was getting ready to get arrested, man. I couldn't help
Listen,
you.
with this receding hairline, I'm not making fun of anybody with no hair.
I wouldn't have been able to help you on that one. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, I would have been out.
No, you know what? I could have helped you. I'll take that back. I could have called Mike Elrod. We would have had you out in no time.
We've got Highway Patrol, Reedsville Police, and the Rockingham County Sheriff's Department here to witness history as Dynamite Johnson chases the all-time scoring mark here at Rockingham County High School, just 18 points away from tying Justin Ward.
No, you know who I'm looking for?
Who's that?
Dynamite's father. He was the one last time that when he threw down at Reedsville.
Oh, that was hilarious.
He got up, stood up, looked at us, looked at everybody. That's my son. Oh, we know. We know. And that could be him right there. It kind of looks like him. I think it might be. He's the state patrol right there. The ball headed one. I think it is. It looks like him. He had a hat on last time.
Hey, the only people I can spot are coaches, okay?
I think that might be.
It's High Point Central, Rockingham County, coming up here tonight on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com. The pregame show brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. McMichael Guys down 10-3 against Walkertown. Lady Phoenix pick up the win, 52-27 over Walkertown. Captains meet at midcourt. It's Nick Rumley and Dynamite Johnson for Rockingham County. Just 2 minutes away from tip-off here in this key Mid-State 3A matchup with history lurking. 13-6, High Point Central. 7-3 in the Mid-State 3A. The Cougars at 10-7 and 4-5 in the conference. The Bison, led by head coach Josh Prince in his second season, formerly of Dudley, the head coach. Your Cougars, led by head coach Eddie Anglero in his second season.
Got about 1:40 before we get this game rolling. Just counting down the clock till we clock in. Getting ready to go on second shift.
We'll have your starting lineups coming up in just a bit as well. Tonight's game brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, Circle Drive-In in Eden, and Cora Compassionate Care, and Rockingham Update. High Point Central will be in their navy blue road uniforms with white trim, white numbering and lettering. Rockingham in their home whites with black trim and black numbering and lettering. The horn will sound early as we get ready for boys basketball action.
Pretty good, partner. We get a 7:30 start time.
Tonight's game originally slated for 8 o'clock. We'll take you down to Wall Court for tonight's starting lineups. Here's PA announcer Doug Robertson.
Good evening. Welcome to Rockingham High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting High Point Central Bison and your Rockingham County Cougars. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Bison. Number 2, Jack Carter. Number 3, Jacob Williams. Number 5, Donnie Tyrants. Number 15, Isaiah Lockhart. Number 35, Jordan Noble. The Bison coached by head coach Joshua Prince. And now, the starting lineup for your Rockingham County Cougars. Number 45, Bryson Apple. Number 21, Ladarius Dillard. Number 10, Nick Rumley. Number 3, Brady Ross. And right out the starting five tonight, number 1, Dynamite Johnson. The Cougars are coached by Eddie Railroad. Everybody on their feet for basketball at the Rock. Support these guys. Let's go.
So your starters, Williams, Carter, Tyrants, Lockhart. And Noble. For High Point Central, Dynamite Johnson, Brady Ross, Rumley, Ladarius Dillard, and Bryson Apple.
Look at
Cougars.
this lineup right here, partner. You got Apple and Rumley going together. We figure we would see this eventually down the road. I like
Apple
this.
with 15 points last time out off the bench. It's the start tonight. Rumley on the left side loses the tip in a battle with Tyrants. Up the floor. Now Carter looks in the corner and a 3. Up the floor for Dynamite. 3-0 deficit left to right for the Cougars. On the far side, now middle of the way. Crossover gives him some space just off the elbow. Apple to the baseline, knocked out of bounds. No Josiah Hill tonight, which is a bit surprising for High Point Central. Dynamite to inbound, gets it to Ross here near side corner. On the baseline inbound, now to the wing. Just off the logo, near side drive for Ross, handed off to Dynamite. Off the screen, crossover move. Spins at the free throw line. Nice duck under for the bucket. On the jumper from the free throw line for Dynamite, his first 2. 3-2 lead, High Point Central. Far side for Williams. Williams now top of the key. Back to the basket, covered by Dynamite. To Noble. Near side wing, covered by Apple. Tyrants, far side corner for Williams. 3-point attempt won't fall. And a foul off ball. Nope, they'll say it went out of bounds off the backboard. So inbound for Ross of Rockingham County to Dillard on the baseline. Now with the low dribble pass midcourt. Ross on the screen just off Dillard, now far side wing. Dillard with the basketball, fakes it near side. Now a 100 bounce pass in the hands of Dynamite. Dynamite covered by Williams. Looks inside to Rumley, just off the elbow with the Euro. Can't get the layup with one hand, out of bounds. High Point Central ball.
I like the lineup, though, by Rockingham. You know, they're putting their best 5 on the floor right now. They've got to get this win tonight. This would be a good quality win for Rockingham if they can get this one.
High Point Central at 13-6. Lockhart hands it to Williams. Williams past the timeline, right to left, back to Lockhart. Covered by Ross. Top of the key, look under the baseline. Driving in. The pass to Tyrants. Off the glass for 2. Gets his own rebound. And it rolls in. He's going to be tough tonight. 6'8" junior.
Yeah.
Far side for Dynamite. Past the timeline. Gets past Williams. Drives baseline. Looks in the corner. Wide open. Apple.
Why not? Picked up where he left off.
5 for 6 last time out. In 15 points. His first 3 of the night on his first look. Apple picks up the defense. Near side. Top of the key. Tyrants jumper. Off the free throw. Rebound inside Ross. Knocked off his hands by Lockhart. Picked up by Carter. Now loose again. Picked up by Ross. Ross on the far side to Dillard. Dillard past the timeline, middle of the court, left to right. Drives inside, bounce pass in the corner. Another look for Apple. Off the side iron, rebound inside, goes into the hands of High Point Central. Far side drive is
that's clean
by Dynamite. Bounce pass on the far sideline. Now on the wing, inside, scoop pass inside to Rumley, draws the foul.
Oh, man. So Dynamite with a clean block, then goes the opposite way. Feeds his big man.
If you're just joining us, 5-5. Brayson Apple 3 and a Dynamite Johnson look inside. The points for Rockingham. Now Rumley at the line. Misses the first. We'll see Ricks check in for High Point Central. Second free throw for Rumley is good. 1 point lead for the Cougars. 5:18 to play here in the first. Right to left for Williams. Far side for Tyrants at 6'8" on the wing. Off the screen, Carter 3, top of the key.
Oh, man, he's a sharpshooter.
2 threes for Carter. 8-6 lead now for High Point Central. Dynamite covered by the man off the bench, Ricks. Past the timeline behind the back, shoots the 3.
Oh, yes!
Could have drawn the foul there, too. He's got 5. 13 away from the all-time mark. Top of the key for Carter. Slips up. Covered by Ross. Good defense. Dillard comes with the help defense. Pass it off to Williams. No look in the corner for Ricks. It's long. Rebound Rumley on the far side. Hands it off. Dynamite right up the floor to Dillard. Near side wing to the basket with the Euro in the paint. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound though. In the corner for Ross. Bounce pass on the baseline. Outside to the near side wing. Apple back to Ross for 3. Off the heel. Long rebound off the hands of Apple. Picked up by Dillard. He stands at the free throw line. Reset the offense for the Cougars. 9-8 lead. 4:11 to play here in the first. Dillard back to the logo at midcourt. Looks through the wing, wide open,
And
look to
one.
the basket. Doesn't get the foul call. Right there is Apple with the one-handed putback, but he was smashed.
Oh, my goodness. That was a missed foul right there.
5 points for Apple, 11-8. I don't know how Dillard cut through that. Near side Tyrants on the wing. 11-8 lead for your Cougars here in the first. 3:45 on the clock. So far, Johnson with 5. He's 13 away from tying the all-time mark here at Rockingham County High School. Far side, Williams loses handle of it on the far sideline. Picks it back up, though. Dillard with the defense. Drive to the lane. Counter for Williams. His first 2 of the night. Right into the hands of Dynamite right away. Dynamite on the far side. Pass it to Dillard. from the wing inside the paint. Now in the corner, Ross for three.
There it is.
Brady Ross with the tray. 14-10, Rockingham County. 3:08 to play here in the first. Williams past the timeline, right to left. Tyrants, the 6'8" forward on the wing. Off the screen again, Carter top of the key three. We'll have a foul off the shot and an inbound for Rockingham County. The foul is on Noble, the junior.
I think this is one thing that could really be a difference maker for Rockingham County tonight is a three-point shooting. They've got right now, Rumley can do it, Apple can do it. All five guys can really light it up from the three-point line.
Stripmiter checks in for Dillard. Rockingham County with the basketball. Dynamite, middle of the floor, past the timeline, left to right. 2:44 to play in the first. Tries to blow past. What a step back.
There it is.
Jumper from Dynamite. Got the turn, faked out the defender Ricks, and had an open look. 16-10. 7 points for Dynamite. 11 away. And tying the record. Dynamite gets hands on the pass from Williams. Goes in the hands of Tyrants on the baseline, covered by Rumley. The drive will draw a foul from Stripmiter. And Tyrants to the line. Adani Tyrant, 6'8" junior. Averaging darn near a double-double. He heads to the free throw line. 16-10 lead for Rockingham County. Off the heel. 7-3 in the conference for High Point Central. A win early in the year against Dudley. Second free throw is off the heel. Rebound to Rumley. Skies for it just off the elbow. Hands it to Dynamite. Pass midcourt. Behind the back. Covered by Ricks. Long three at the logo. Just misses. Rebound inside Stripmiter. It's batted away. In the hands of Lockhart. Lockhart up the floor to Williams. Williams spins in the lane with the one-handed nice look. Williams has four. 16-12 lead. Stripmiter with the inbound. Up the floor to the far sideline. Nice hesitation move. Behind the back. Look inside to Rumley from Dynamite.
Wow.
Stopped at the free throw line with two hands. Looked right into his big man. 18-12. Ricks, near side wing, covered by Dynamite. Carter off the screen, top of the key, won't shoot it this time. Hands it off to Williams, covered by Apple. Far side wing, now step back jumper for two. Williams is on fire, back-to-back buckets. He's got 6, 18-14 lead. Loose on the floor, and we'll have a foul.
Got Coach Anglero keeping him in.
Carter Matthews checks in for Rockingham. Stripmiter inbound near sideline, gets it into Dynamite. Dynamite has 7, 11 away from tying the all-time school mark.
And he's had to work hard for that 7, too. Oh, step back.
After behind the back splash. He's got 10. Big three, top of the key. Put Ricks on skates. 21-14 lead Rockingham County. Step back for Williams from the elbow. Skying for the rebound is Rumley. Hands it off to his point guard, Dynamite, who will slow things down. Between the legs, covered by Ricks. Nice screen by Rumley. Frees Dynamite. Open look to the baseline. Ross's jumper is blocked out of bounds. It'll be a baseline inbound for Rockingham County.
I like what Dynamite's doing, man. So he's driving in hard. They're expecting him to take the shot, and then when they commit to him, boom, there's a wide open opponent or open guy for Rockingham.
Matthews looks in the corner. It's knocked out of bounds by Tyrants near sideline. Reset the offense for the Cougars. Dynamite to inbound. Dynamite Johnson just 8 points away from tying the all-time Rockingham County High School scoring mark. Nice lob inside on the inbound to Rumley. Pump fake. Tries to get the shot. Tyrants will get the block. It'll go out of bounds. Great look. Great vision again from Dynamite. So the inbound goes from the near sideline to the baseline for the Cougars.
Might be a play partner they might set up for Dynamite right here.
Inbound to the corner. Apple three off the backside. Rebound to Williams over Matthews. Up the floor. Far side is stolen by Rumley. Driving the lane. Score play up. Dynamite can't get it to fall in and out. Up the floor the other way. Lockhart in the corner. Carter now to Tyrants at the basket. Went for the slam. Won't get it.
Oh, no, that's a
Strittmatter.
tag. That's a tag.
Strittmatter was right there, and then Tyrants pointed his finger at him after the shot. What they're going to call? Are they going to call that?
They should call it. Yeah, I think they should.
Because Tyrants is heading to the free throw line. Foul will be on Strittmatter.
So they'll probably give him the shots.
They will give a tech.
And then,
Yep,
there it is.
There will be a tech.
So he'll get his free throws, and then, you'll have Rockingham go to the other side.
In a game this important, you can't do things like that.
Here's my thing. They always teach you, especially if you're 6'8", do not dribble it and then go back up. When you're that tall, stay up with the ball. So if anything, that's on you, my man.
7-point lead for Rockingham County with 1.9 to play here in the first quarter. 10 points so far for Dynamite. 8 away from tying the school mark set by Justin Ward from 2004 to 2008.
Of course, I have to come in behind that. When a 6'8" like that, when he comes down with the ball, us little guys, 5'7", hey, we could steal it. It's not our fault.
Tyrants to the line. First one's good. We'll have some substitutions. Johnson is in. Williams will check out. Noble back in as well. Or Ricks back in, excuse me. Second free throw for Tyrants is off the heel. Rebound to Dynamite. Lose it. Johnson's shot won't fall at the horn. After one, 21 to 15, Rockingham County. Dynamite with 10. On pace to set the all-time scoring mark here at Rockingham County.
Almost got you there, partner. After one, cough 1, partner 0.
Get some water here.
Yeah, there you go.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, Circle Drive-In in Eden, and Core Compassionate Care, and Rockingham Update. We start the second quarter. Cougars have done what they need to do. Efficient inside scoring-wise, forcing turnovers to get extra points in transition, and Nick Rumley's played well inside alongside Dynamite.
And I think the other thing, too, is the three-point shooting by Rockingham.
Yep.
That has been pretty big time for them. That's keeping them ahead. It's forcing the big man to guard outside of their comfort zone. That once you get a big man out there, take advantage of it.
You mentioned the adjustment by Dynamite in the two-point lane. 2 for 15 at two-point field goals last time these two teams met in that 74-45 loss. Tonight, he's doing what he has to do to hesitate to go inside or to make it look like he's going inside and hit the perimeter.
And he'll drive so hard that they're thinking, okay, well, he's getting ready to shoot this thing. So you'll have 2 guys on him, but that'll leave a guy for Rockingham right up under the basket, wide open for the easy layup.
He's perfected that turn the shoulder and then turn back.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Jumper as well.
Reminds me of Kobe Bryant.
Exactly. Matthews with the inbound near side at midcourt to Dillard. Dillard past the timeline, left to right. In the lane for 2. Off the heel, rebound inside for Tyrants. He's covered by 2, Rumley as well as Dillard. Williams on the far side, covered by Matthews. Past the timeline for High Point Central. 21-15 lead, Rockingham County. Inside, turning.
Oh, good deep.
And drawing the foul.
I think
is Noble.
Apple got hit in the eye.
I think they're going to call the foul, though, on Apple.
It was a basketball move. It was nothing dirty about it. He just got poked in the eye. He's good, though. Might have to come out maybe a possession just to see again. There.
So Noble to the free throw line with 7:38 to play in the second. First free throw is off the front iron. Second free throw is good for Noble. 21-16 Cougars. 7:38 to play here in the first half.
You got a High Point Central picking up the full court.
Ricks covers Dynamite in the corner far side. A little shimmy and a shoulder shake.
He's
Now
having to work for it.
He's walking past the timeline. Spins off the coverage. Nice crossover. Loses Ricks for a minute from the far side wing. Free throw jumper is good. 12 points for Dynamite. 5 points away from tying the all-time mark.
Let me go ahead and get my phone out.
23-16. Tyrants in the lane with a nice look. 5 for Tyrants. Inbound right away from Ross to Dynamite. Near side covered by Ricks. At midcourt, loses handle, picks it back up. Crossover move. Free throw line. Dish it out in the corner for Matthews. Now back on the wing, far side for Dynamite. Back to the basket. Looking to post, spin, fakes the shoulder. Now to Dillard, near side in the corner for Matthews. Rumley inside, powers forward. He'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line. You don't want him to go backside shoulder on you.
No. And see, he's not just good at, right-handed. He can follow up with that left-handed hook shot too as well. He's a good post player. But
Free throw is good for Rumley.
Taking his skills to the diamond. University of North Carolina.
Second one doesn't go for Rumley. On the handoff, Dillard to Dynamite, in and out on the three. Rebound back to Dillard. Two hands, in and out. Rebound Tyrants inside. Matthews poked it away. It'll be out of bounds on the Cougars. High Point Central basketball. Inbound for High Point Central. Bounce passes in to Williams. From Johnson. Williams past the timeline. Right to the cup. Can't get the layup though. Rumley tries to grab the rebound. Tyrants gets it to the baseline, to the bucket. No good. Out of bounds. Rockingham County ball. You're just joining us second quarter, 6:15 to play. 24-18 Rockingham County. 12 points for Dynamite. 5 away from tying the all-time mark. Far side for Dillard. Right to the basket. Coast to coast. It doesn't fall though. Williams gets it on the rebound from Tyrants. Carter from the corner to the bucket. 8 points for Carter on the lay-in. Dynamite up the floor the opposite way. Left to right. Sets back at the logo. Back to the basket. Now spins. Crossover. Gets him loose to the basket with the finger roll. It'll be a charge.
Yeah. I give it to him. He did have his feet set right there. Good drive. Just.
Dynamite is making people dance, though.
Oh, he is.
Inbound from Johnson.
I was thinking
Williams.
Maybe he would press a little bit tonight, knowing that the record is near there, but he hasn't.
24-20 lead for Rockingham County. Second quarter, 5:33 on the clock. Matthews picks up the defense on the far side. Williams drives to the free throw line. Carter, wide open look from the wing. Off the backside. Rumley tries to grab the rebound. Getting it is High Point Central. In and out on the three attempt by Lockhart. Dynamite's going to get fouled before he can even grab the ball after the rebound on the pass from Rumley. The foul is on Johnson. I believe that'll be his first. So Matthews to inbound for Rockingham County, left to right. Inbound to Ross will go all the way out of bounds on the far side. The pass picked up by Coach Anglero.
That was just good, strong defense right there by High Point Central to not let them, get a good pass in bounds to get it inbounds.
So inbounded here on the near side for High Point Central. on their side of the court. Here on the left side. Inbound, it goes into the hands of Noble. Top of the key for Williams. Covered tightly there by Matthews. Layup is off the glass, doesn't hit rim. Rebound goes in the hands of Johnson. Williams looks inside. It'll go out of bounds off his fingertips. Baseline inbound for the Cougars. The Cougars are doing a good job in the interior, considering.
They really are. They really are. I mean, you have to say it, they're outsized as far as height. But they've done a fantastic job.
Dillard handles it on the far side wing. Bounce pass inside to Rumley. Off the baseline, now in the paint with two hands on the turnaround. 6 points for Rumley. 6-point lead for the Cougars. 4:40 to play here in the first half. Top of the key for Williams, covered tightly by Ross. Near side now. Just off the wing, top of the key for Noble. Hands it off to Williams on the wing, covered by Dillard. One-handed pass, top of the key for Johnson. Noble to the baseline for Lockhart, near side. Ball squirts loose, saved just in front of the far side bench. Now Noble spins at the elbow, hands it off to Williams. One-hander on the baseline, floats in. 8 points for Williams, 26-22. Dynamite picked up at full court by Johnson. Behind the back for Dynamite. Left to right, past the timeline. Dynamite for three! Off the front, backside iron, rebound Dillard. That's a big offensive rebound. Far side for Rakestraw. Rakestraw in the game now for Rockingham County. Dynamite has it near side wing. Goes to the basket with two hands! Gets the friendly roll.
We're getting close.
4 points away from tying the all-time mark. 28-22, Rockingham County. Noble hands it off to Williams. Williams works top of the key. Ross with the coverage. Look in the corner for Lockhart. Covered by Johnson. Back to the top of the key for Williams. Drives with the no-look to Noble. Behind the back pass on the drive.
Shot.
That's good. Up the floor for Dynamite. Stops on the far side wing. Now Rumley on the handoff. There will be a foul at the top of the key. It's a nice backhanded bounce pass to Johnson. We'll see some substitutions. 28-24. Rockingham County. 3:09 to play here in the first half. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed in late 2023, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987. Providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness, Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey when greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. 28-24 Rockingham County. 3:09 to play here in the second. 10-7 Cougars. 4-5 in the conference against a 13-6 Bison. 7-3 in the conference. Dynamite Johnson just 4 points away from tying the all-time mark here at Rockingham County High School. Think we get it here in the first half, partner?
It's a possibility. I mean, we got plenty of time. You're looking at 3:09 on the clock. That's plenty enough time to.
Dynamite inbounds to Rumley, to Ross. Now in the corner, three pump fake for Dynamite. Far side corner. Now lets it loose on the step back.
And then he talked to the bench right after.
1 point away from tying the mark. 2 points from
what a
setting
block.
it. A block by Rumley in the hands of Dynamite. Far side for Rumley. Just off the sideline. Gets it to the middle of the floor for Ross. Looks in the lane with two hands. Can't quite get it to fall. Williams for High Point Central with the basketball after the rebound. Right to the lane, switches hands, doesn't get it to go in. Rebound for Tyrants is good. He's got 7. 31-26. Ross handles the basketball, covered by Carter. Past the timeline. Left to right. Middle of the floor, now near side wing three for Rakestraw. Gage Rakestraw with 3, 34-26. Far side. Now Williams handles it middle of the floor, past the timeline, right to left. Williams to the free throw line, stops and pops. In and out. Rebound off the hands of Dynamite all the way near side to Williams for High Point Central. One-handed pass. Noble, far side, Rick's three. Won't go in. Noble goes over Gage Rakestraw, but Rakestraw with the power brings it in. It'll force a foul. We'll see a substitution. Johnson back in the game for High Point Central. Actually, we'll go with High Point Central. On the inbound. Near side baseline. Near side corner. Johnson looks for the alley-oop. It just hits glass. Nobody is there. Rebounded Dillard at midcourt. Bounce pass into Rakestraw. Baseline one-hander. Back-to-back buckets for Rakestraw. He's got 5. 10-point lead for the Cougars. 1:28 to play here in the second. Far side for Johnson, covered by Rakestraw. Noble off the elbow, looking for the travel call. Instead, we'll have a foul. Dynamite Johnson, 1 point from tying the all-time mark here at Rockingham County High School, set by Justin Ward, 1,359 points. He's 2 points away from becoming Rockingham County's all-time leading scorer. He sets on defense. Tyrants hands it to Williams here on the left side of the floor. Williams a long 3. Off the front iron. Rebound with one hand, Rumley. Stops on the floor, hands it off to his point guard. Dynamite Johnson with 1 minute, 5 seconds to play in the second. Pass midcourt on the screen from Rumley. Top of the key, 3. Johnson got it! That's a big one! He's got 20. He exploded on the scene just a few seasons ago. Now Dynamite is the all-time king at Rockingham County High School. 1,361 points now as the game stops.
The all-time leading scorer at Rockingham County with 1,360 points. Congratulations, Dynamite Johnson.
The record, 1,359, held by Justin Ward. That went away, +2. The all-time leading scorer at Rockingham County High School is Dynamite Johnson on a shot that we see all the time, David. A 3 with a hand in his face.
And I got the whole thing videoed, so we will be seeing that on Rocro Radio.
We'll try to get that put up at halftime for you. 20 points in the first half. Nothing's been forced either.
No, it's been good shots. Great shots.
He's found his teammates. His patience really in finding his teammates a big difference in this one. In the 39-26 lead. Inbound for Carter. They put 57 back on the clock here in the second. Williams will hold it for High Point Central. Past the timeline. Near side Tyrants. Far side. Look at the top of the key. 3 falls off the front iron for High Point. Rebound Rakestraw, stolen by Williams on the push up the floor. It'll go out of bounds, though. Dynamite to inbound near side. The new Rockingham County scoring king at Rockingham County High School, Dalton Dynamite Johnson.
And what a beneficial way to break the shot on. Here we go.
Right off the screen, the
Look at
baseline.
that.
One-handed dish with 2 hands. Rumley the finish on the feed from Johnson. He's got 8.
Just to break the shot on a dynamite-looking shot to begin
That's
with,
right.
you know.
41-26, Rockingham County with 15 seconds to play in the second. Dillard with the tight defense on Williams. Goes to the baseline. Just about loses it to Zlaka. Now Williams in the corner for Ricks. The three's off the back of the rim. Rebound to Ross as time expires here on the second. There's a new scoring king at Rockingham County High School. His name is Dalton Dynamite Johnson. He's got 20 at the half, a 41-26 lead for Rockingham County. As we end the second quarter here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more action in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, this story tonight, he exploded on the scene just a few seasons ago. Now, Dalton Dynamite Johnson is the all-time scoring king here at Rockingham County High School. 20 points in the first half. Setting the pace, passing Justin Ward, who scored 1,359 points from 2004 to 2008. Congratulations to Dynamite. Even more impressive. Not everybody would have said that Rockingham County would be even in this game. The last time these two teams faced off, a 74-45 loss for Rockingham County. But here at home, a 41-26 lead. And a lot of that is because of the play of Dynamite, not just scoring, but dishing off the ball.
Absolutely, facilitating the basketball. And so, first off, the three-point shooting by Rockingham right now is just outstanding. Every chance they take, it's good shots all the way around. But then when Dynamite gets the ball and he's driving just as hard to get into the lane, and they're thinking, hey, he's about to light this thing up. And as soon as they commit to him, it's two players, if not three. They commit to him, and then boom, you got a wide open player for Rockingham up underneath the basket for the easy layup. It is. They've got a great game plan tonight. High Point Central's over pursuing on defense a lot, and Rockingham's just taking advantage of it.
Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, let's get down to some brass tacks.
Okay.
College scouts, you've seen the tape. What are you waiting for?
It's like we've been talking about all year long. They're coming. They're slowly showing up, but we've got to get this man some offers. He's one of the best guards in the state. You're talking about, even Deontay Neal gives this man props of what he's been able to do on the basketball court. It's about time, man. He
Wake
deserves
up, college coaches. Wake up. Number one is looking for a home.
And when you do, you're going to get a fundamentally sound basketball player who can light it up from anywhere, who is a pass-first point guard. But even a pass-first point guard, he's averaging about 30 points a game.
Just about 30.
Just a relaxed 30 points a game.
Just a relaxed 30.
Yeah, that's all it is. And you're talking about, 90-some% from the free throw line. His defense is amazing. You don't see a weak point in his game at all. He's team first, and that's the way it should be. And he's giving it everything he's got on the basketball court every single night.
20 points in the first half. A 41-26 lead. Now, Central is without their starting point guard, Josiah Hill, who is averaging 22.5 per game. So that might be a big part of tonight, but credit has to go to the Cougars, who have, with a different starting lineup tonight, really turned the page.
Even with their starting point guard being out, they look like a very good basketball team. They're big. They have some good guard play, some big man in the paint with good size.
Coach Prince is trying about 4 different guys to cover Dynamite. New one in is Harden as he covers Dynamite. We start the third right to left. Dynamite with the bounce pass near side wing to Rumley. Rumley, one-handed pass to Strittmeyer. Top of the key. Near side wing. Dynamite long three. Off the side iron. Rebound. Dillard in the corner on the far side. Tries to pass it. Knocked away in the passing lanes by Noble. High Point Central basketball. Williams up the floor. Looks in the far side corner on the handoff. Tyrants look to drive, and they'll call a travel. Oh, his foot's hurt, too.
Oh, no. And
it's just a stinger.
One thing I haven't mentioned about this Rockingham County team, they are winning the 50-50 balls. Every time there is a loose ball, they are picking it up right then and there and taking advantage of it.
The offensive rebounds, too, have been impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're undersized, and they're just, they're going up with the bigs.
Ross with the basketball, far side wing. Looks inside with one hand. Just a wall of blue. Knocks the ball out of bounds in the corner. They'll stay with Rockingham County. They're on the left side of the floor as we start the third.
Oh, good pass.
26 lead. Inside, can't get the layup. Stripmiter in and out. Near side, Williams goes to Lockhart, who drives from the wing, from the baseline to the basket with 2 hands.
I'm not sure if that was on the floor. Did they?
He's going to head to the line.
He'll head to the line, okay.
That's that continuance.
Yeah, just a
Almost.
little bit, just a tad.
So Lockhart to the line, the 6'1" sophomore. Spins the basketball. Free throw is good. 41-29 lead. Rockingham County with the basketball. Up the near side. Dillard stops at the wing. Thought about driving on Carter. Now he'll take a second look. Inside the dish to Rumley. Is off the rim. Up the floor. Carter in the hands of Hardin with the scoop layup. Doesn't fall. Rebound on the tip from Stripmiter to Dynamite. Up the floor right to left. Behind the back twice. And a foul drawn on Hardin. So an inbound near side for Dynamite, who has 20. Here comes the new all-time scoring leader with an outlet behind the shoulder to Rumley from the near side, almost to the baseline. Can't get it to fall. Stolen by Ross, though, on the rebound and push up the floor. Far side, Dynamite goes back out to Ross from the free throw line. Looks inside with the floater with one hand. Brady Ross has 5.
I think with Nick Rumley, I think fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. He's had to work hard tonight with these big guys from High Point Central.
Williams in the paint, gets the leaner. 10 points for Williams. Inbound to Ross.
But Rumley, he's held his own for sure. Oh, no, that's offensive foul.
Offensive foul from Johnson.
Nick Rumley.
Or from Rumley, yes.
Yeah, it was a legal screen. He should have stayed straight up. But when you take your arms and push them out like that, that's a no-no.
Tyrants and Johnson will check in for High Point Central. Inbound for Carter. Backhanded bounce pass on the inbound to Williams. Past the timeline left to right. Top of the key drive for Williams. Loses the basketball. We're going to say it'll stay with High Point Central. .12 lead for the Cougars. Inbound for Central. Bounce passes in from Williams to Tyrants. Back to the basket, covered by Rumley. Looks for the fast spin. It's blocked by Rumley. Grabs the basketball after the block in the paint, and now to his point guard, Johnson. Dynamite, top of the key. Turns at the elbow into the corner for Ross on the baseline. One-handed pass is stolen by Carter. Now up the opposite way for High Point Central. The Bison. Johnson to Williams at the free throw line. Back out to Hardin. Carter at the top of the key. Back to Williams around the perimeter. Near side 3. Won't fall. And a rebound again for Rumley inside. He's having a monster game. Hands it off to Johnson. Dynamite past the timeline. Goes inside. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Johnson. Johnson of High Point Central. Up the floor, the far side. Hardin in the corner, covered by Ross. One dribble with the left hand. Now we'll spin to the back. Reach-in foul from Ross on the near sideline.
And Ross is giving them, good productive minutes. Made a couple of shots here and there. I look to see Apple maybe coming back in the game, not unless his eyes really affect him.
Yeah, he's got ice on it right now.
Yeah.
Inbound for Williams on the far sideline. The
block.
Handoff inside. Putback is good for Tyrants. Johnson handles the basketball. Dynamite with a 10-point lead alongside his teammates. Bounce pass far side to Dillard. Dillard in the lane. Now in the corner. Ross is wide open for 3. Long on the shot attempt. Johnson tried to grab the rebound. It squirts loose, picked up by Williams, right up the floor. Dynamite with the defense, got a hand on it, but it somehow rolls in for Lockhart. Well, a foul on the inbound. Getting a little chippy out there.
Yes, it is. I mean, this win for either High Point Central or Rockingham tonight will absolutely matter. This will be a good quality win for each team.
Inbound from Ross, far sideline to Dynamite, near midcourt. Now he'll walk past the timeline, right to left. 8-point lead for the Cougars. Dynamite, far side wing, step back three! In and out. Rebound to Tyrants. On the baseline, just off the corner. Hands it to his point guard, Williams. 8-point deficit for High Point Central. Tyrants thought about a three on the far side wing. Drive to the lane with the power dribble. There's going to be a foul.
Oh, that's a late
in
foul.
In the lane, way late.
Whoa.
On Rumley. After the shot, the rebound, they were pushing up the floor the other way. No, they're going to call a foul maybe on Stripmiter. It's not going to be on Rumley.
But still.
That's number 4 for Luke Stripmiter. So Gage Rakestraw will set to check in as Tyrants heads to the line. Tyrants flushes the
If I'm
first.
Coach Angler, I would want to get a confirmation on that just to say, hey, what was the foul and why so late?
So Rakestraw in, he goes to the low block. Alongside Rumley on the second free throw attempt from Tyrants.
Every point down the stretch is going to be critical.
High free throw, high rebound for Rumley. Up the floor, the point forward, looks in the corner. Ross, top of the key for Dillard. Looks to drive, works his way in the corner near side. Hand off to Dynamite. Near side, coverage by Ricks. Crossover move. Loses just a bit of a handle. Picks it back up to Rakestraw. Covered far side by Johnson. Rakestraw from the wing. Bounce pass inside. Back to the basket. Covered by 2. Rumley goes through the make. Oh, in and out. On the shot, gets his own rebound over his head.
And one! Oh.
What a power move by Rumley.
He is battling tonight.
After the miss, went and got it again.
Man, you could tell he's just worn slam out. He is so fatigued right now, but he's got that extra burst of energy. He's reaching deep down.
First free throw rolls home for Rumley. He has 9. (44-36). Ross and Dillard will be the rebound men. If there is a miss from the free throw line, it's off the heel. Rebound goes to Williams of High Point Central. One-handed pass all the way up the floor to the baseline for Lockhart. Rumley got back and forced a block. Far side Harden, one-handed pass across the baseline. Now a drive for Lockhart. The layup won't fall into the hands of Rakestraw. Pushes up the floor.
No.
It'll go out of bounds. No foul on the far sideline. Officials signal that it's Rockingham County ball.
The head coach.
Coach Prince over there did not like it.
He's giving the refs a little bit of action.
Johnson will work off ball for Rockingham County. Dillard with the handles here on this possession, right to left. 3 minutes to play in the third. Look on the bounce pass inside for Dynamite. It's knocked away. Picked up by Williams of High Point. High Point Central with the drive. Williams doesn't get it to fall, but the layup draws the foul.
So, you got High Point Central's defensive intensity. It's really starting to pick up a lot.
Yes.
You can see that maybe Rockingham is starting to fatigue where they've had to battle so hard, especially in the interior.
That's where the play at number 12, Gage Rakestraw, is going to be key here.
Every shot, every point from here on out is going to be critical.
Williams' free throw does not fall. Here comes Matthews. The senior will check in for Dillard. And it hurts not being able to have 45 in the game right now.
Yeah, it does.
Get that separator 3. Second free throw is good for Williams. He's got 11. Timeout. Third quarter, 2:51 to play. 44-37 lead. If you're just joining us, Dynamite Johnson, the all-time scoring leader here at Rockingham County High School with 20 points in the first half.
And if you would like to view the shot, just go on Roco Radio on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. We got it posted. The cameraman, DW, David Woods, putting in overtime, broadcasting a game, catching the footage for us at Roco Radio as well. Thank you, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to go back to my days of good old Moorhead.
Hey, it's in your blood.
It is. Been in my blood since 1989 when I was first born.
For those that don't know, David's family, longtime videographers.
Absolutely.
For Moorhead High School.
And then
your dad and granddad, right?
It was my grandpa and his brother.
Your uncle, yeah, your great uncle. Yeah.
Yep. And so, in 2022, I took over the reins full time after I knew I was having little Charlotte. Took on the reins of just doing, just videoing, traveled and home.
Then Roco Radio stole you.
Then Roco Radio stole me right up from under the gates. Haven't skipped a beat ever since.
Inbound from Matthews in the hands of Ross. 44-37 lead, Rockingham County. High rainbow pass in the corner here for Matthews. Drives to the elbow. Now outside, Rakestraw three is short. Rebound goes to Noble. Noble and High Point Central get it to the point guard Williams. Near side elbow, pass to Noble. Goes loose near midcourt. Picked back up by Noble. Drive by Lockhart on the baseline. Goes out of bounds. They'll say High Point Central maintains possession of the basketball. So here comes the inbound on the baseline from Lockhart. Left side of the hoop. Just off the corner. Lockhart gets the basketball. Into Tyrants, the 6'8 forward. Now top of the key. Harden. Back to Williams. Near side wing. 2-3 zone defense for Rockingham. Inside to Noble, who turns with a power shoulder. They're going to call a charge. Nice job, Gage Rakestraw.
So they got in, getting ready to make his basketball move, and took his elbow right into the chest.
The Cougars facing this storm from High Point Central needed somebody off the bench to step up with energy, and Gage Rakestraw's done that. Fight for the basketball on the inbound. They go out of bounds. Keep it with Rockingham County.
Oh, man, we are in for a really good fourth quarter, partner. You got High Point Central's coach really taking it to the refs a little bit here.
7-point lead for the Cougars. Dynamite's going to head to the free throw line. First one is good. With 5 team fouls, it puts Dynamite on the line. The 1-and-1. First one is good. Second one is good. 22 for Dynamite. His first 2 points of the second half. Williams to Tyrants in the far side corner, just off midcourt near the scorer's table. Trapped by 2. Ross and Dynamite has to pass it near side for Lockhart, who gets the big 3.
Good shot.
Lockhart with 9. It's a 6-point game. 46-40. Rockingham County. Dynamite runs point now. Pass the timeline. Puts his back to the basket. Now spins to the far side. Stops at the free throw line. Around the perimeter. Matthews in the corner to Rakestraw. Far side. Now back to Matthews off the wing. Get it back to the point man. Number 1. Dynamite with the ball. Looking for ISO. Behind the back. Elbow jumper.
Good. Let's go.
24 for Dynamite. 48-40. Far side for Lockhart. Here comes the defense from Rockingham County. Floater in the lane for Lockhart. Gets nothing but net.
Getting ready to go back and forth right here.
Back-to-back buckets for Lockhart. A 6-point game again. 48-42 Rockingham County. 1 minute to play here in the third. Walking past the timeline is Dynamite. Crossover move behind the back. Free throw jumper trying to draw the foul. No call. Misses the shot. Rebound for Noble. High Point Central ball. Left to right. Far side, Lockhart covered by Ross. Picking up the defense is Matthews. Now Williams drives, handed off, baseline J for Tyrants, near side.
I'm going to tell you, I got to give it to High Point Central. They've done a fantastic job face guarding Dynamite. They're making sure that he's having a hard time scoring.
Dynamite past the timeline. to the free throw line. Pass it in the corner. Matthews, 3. Off the heel. Rebound long to Ross. Hands it off to Rakestraw on the wing. Now in the corner for Ross. 25 seconds on the clock. One-handed pass in the corner. Another look for Matthews. Off the top of the rim. A rebound inside Rumley. Back to the basket. Turns.
There it is.
Shoulder. One-handed finger roll.
Good job, big man.
Rumley with 11. 6-point lead again. 50-44. 10 seconds remaining here on the third. Far side wing. It's stolen by Ross, but a foul on the steal. That's got to go Rockingham's way.
That
yes,
will
foul.
go Rockingham's way. Yes, sir.
Push foul on Williams in front of the High Point Central bench. So they'll get another possession. They'll hold it most likely for that last look. 6.8 seconds remaining here in the third.
And to go back to it, partner, each and every time they are winning these 50-50 balls.
Oh, I forgot about it. With the team fouls, they'll head to the line.
Yeah.
At 5, so Ross to the line. One free throw makes this a 3-possession game. That would be huge heading into the third quarter. Ross has 5 points tonight. Gets the hometown roll. Hit the heel of the rim. Stock looked like it was going to roll off the front side, but found the net. 51-44. Second one is off the heel. 5 seconds on the clock. Pius is blocked by Dynamite, but in the hands of Lockhart. Near side wing for 3. It won't fall. So we head to the 4th. Rockingham County 51 and 44 for High Point Central. That free throw might be the difference in this one.
It will be the difference. Free throw shooting will be the difference toward the end of this ball game, and every point counts right now because it is it's been a tight ball game. You know, I got to give it to High Point Central. They've done a great job. You know, face guarding Dynamite, not giving him any opportunities in the second half.
Just one field goal from the floor in the second half so far.
Absolutely, and you got to give big ups to Nick Rumbley. He has absolutely dominated in the paint, and I mean he's gave it everything he has between, you know, they've got a plethora of big guys that are 6'8", 6'5", 6'8". He's done a fantastic job.
How about these bench guys, too? No James Thomas tonight.
Yep.
No Bryson Apple since the first quarter, and they've responded.
They have. They gave good quality minutes. Like I said, they keep winning the 50-50 balls. If you're giving good effort, max effort on defense, especially when you're trying to strip the ball away and, you know, these 50-50 balls occur, that's what you need to win a close ball game like this. Every possession counts starting now.
51-44 as we start the 4th. Williams to inbound near side at midcourt. Williams inbounds, and it's knocked out of bounds by Ross. Brady Ross has 6, but he is everywhere defensively.
You know, I'm talking about High Point Central. How about a great job for Rockingham stopping number 2, the sharpshooter, Jack Carter. He started out lighting it up, but he hasn't had anything since.
He had 2 quick threes in the first, since just a 2-point field goal.
Oh, it's
stolen by Ross again here on the near side. They'll say he stepped out of bounds. And we'll be back with High Point Central, but back-to-back steals by Ross. They might not count as steals in the stat book, but they do in my heart.
Hey, they're having trouble getting the ball out. That's 2 straight possessions.
Carter will try again. Looks for the inbound. Gets it into Lockhart. Now he'll cross midcourt with a pass. That's stolen by Matthews.
Dunk
Up
it.
the floor, Dynamite, wide open, finger roll. Will they call the foul? They did.
Yep, they sure did. That's big.
26 for Dynamite and 2 the stripe.
You see that little stare down at the end? Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't get teed up. Hey, that's hey, if you can get away with it, that's all right.
Little things adding up here. That technical foul early in the game for High Point. Now Dynamite makes it a 10-point lead. He claps his hands as he sets on defense, covering Williams. Near side, Harden looks far side, gets it to Williams. He saves it, and it's passed right in the middle. Noble somehow grabs it. Bounce pass, Harden inside, Tyrants with the dunk. But that don't count.
That's a T. That's a T.
Hanging on the basket. So he went to dunk with 2 hands. The ball was out of his hands, and then it went in.
Will they call a technical on that or no?
Coach Prince is making an argument for a hang on the basket. No, they're just going to say no basket.
Okay.
So inbound near side, far side for Matthews. To Dillard. Dillard covered by Carter. Blazes past him. Past the timeline, right to left. Top of the key, hands it off to Dynamite. With two hands, now near side wing, pump fake. Shoot the three, Dynamite can't get it to fall. Rebound inside for Noble. Noble passes it to Williams, covered by Matthews. Pass midcourt, works his way to the far side. Now on the wing with the crossover to the glass. Can't get the roll, the rebound, and put back for Tyrants. He's got 13, the 6'8 junior. Dynamite's going to be trapped here near side by Harden and Carter, and he'll draw the foul. Coach Prince is visibly frustrated. How do I stop number one? Dynamite gets the ball on the inbound from Matthews, covered by Harden. Right to left for the Cougars in a 54-46 lead. Dynamite looks to the elbow for Rumley, who sets the screen off the elbow near side wing.
Oh, that's a foul.
No foul, hitting Dynamite in the forehead. The pass goes to Harden, trying to save it on the near side, and it's stolen by Dynamite. He gets it back. Dillard, far side, inside to Matthews, off his hands, but resets to Ross. Near side corner, work your way from wing to wing. The pass from Ross to Dillard, who drives with the footer.
There it is.
Dillard's first points of the night, 56-46. Tyrants gets the inbound from Williams. Now back to Williams, covered by Dynamite. Tyrants near side wing, back to Williams, covered by Matthews. One-handed pass inside to Noble. Goes
he
for the
tried
power
to go.
dribble. Tried to dunk it from down near middle of the paint.
Whoa.
No chance.
I don't think that was going down, big fella. That was a little awkward on that.
It does draw the foul, though. Noble
Yes,
will
it
head
does.
to the line.
Rockingham with a 10-point lead. High Point Central got a chance to cut it down to 8.
5:54 to play.
And I'm hoping the announcer's jinx kicks in. We're going to see. I got a little bit of sweat. Maybe some snot, cleaning it up. It's all right.
We can hear the squeak from here. Nothing a little Mr. Clean won't fix. A towel, a Gatorade towel.
Yeah. Probably got a little Gatorade on
Man,
it.
it looked like the official was doing the moonwalk with that towel.
Good job, man. Get that man a raise.
5:54 to play. A 56-46 lead for Rockingham County. High Point Central to the line. Free throw is good for Noble.
So if he hits this, I look for High Point Central to really pick up the intensity on defense right here. Go to a full court press and try to trap. Make it really hard for Rockingham to get down the court and to set up for offense. There it is.
Shot is good for Noble.
All right, here it comes.
3 for Noble on the night. Inbound to Ross, covered by Lockhart. Harden will cover Dynamite. Bounce pass, top of the key for Dillard. Now near side wing, wide open 3 for Ross.
Oh, it's big!
In for Ross. He's got 9.
What a shot.
Up the floor to Harden. Rumley almost with the interception, but we'll have a foul. As that pass went from elbow to elbow.
Wow, these bench players. Brady Ross.
Well, Ross got the start tonight, and defensively, he's just been the stalwart. Right into Noble on the inbound for 2. Timeout with 5:35 to play, 59-50. 9-point lead for the Cougars. Here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. Tonight's game brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years at 111 Boone Road. Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our Old Style Drive-In for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, and so much more at Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In, 111 Boone Road, near the roundabout. Cougars 59, Bison 50. 5:35 to play. This would be huge for the Cougars. It'd move them to 500 in the Mid-State 3A if they can hold on. Inbound to Dillard from Matthews. He spins away from pressure from Harden. All the way up the floor. Bounce pass in the corner, Matthews. Now back to the wing for Dynamite to set up the offense. Instead of a hoisted three, doesn't fall. Skying for the rebound is Williams. Up the floor the opposite way, left to right. In the corner. Carter thought about it. Now back top of the key for Harden. Noble in the paint. Spins. Back out. 2-point jumper from the baseline. Another one for Tyrants.
Down to 7.
Long two. 15 points for Tyrants. 59-52. Dillard looks the answer for Rockingham County. Goes in the corner for Matthews. Far side. Bounce pass to Ross. Baseline drive pass Carter. Bounce pass will be negated by a foul. Push foul will be on Carter, his second. Inbound for Dynamite behind the basket. Looking to get it in. He does right into Ross and a foul on the far side. So reset the inbound. Right side of the basket on the baseline. Right into the big man Rumley. Back to the basket. Turn, face with the power. Can't get the one-hander. Rebound to Noble. Up the floor to Williams. Left to right for High Point Central. Bison look to drive. Williams dishes it off. And the two-handed slam for Tyrants on the no-look. 17 points for the 6'8 junior. It's a 5-point ball game.
Just over pursued a little bit, and that was an easy dunk.
Ross hands it off to Dynamite. Fades with the step on the baseline. Can't get the jumper. Rebound inside to Lockhart. High Point Central basketball. Driving is Williams. One-handed pass far side wing. Three for Lockhart is off the heel. Rebound to Harden. Back to High Point Central. Here on the right side of the court. Tyrants goes in the lane with one hand over everybody. It doesn't fall. He tries to save it on the baseline. One thing is Tyrants is leaving it all on the floor.
You got to give it to both teams, man. They are
17 points. He is worn down.
It is an absolute grind. Everybody with their hands on their hips.
He'll have to check out for a moment. That's a huge advantage for Rockingham County with a 5-point lead. 3:58 to play. Dynamite, far side wing on the handoff from Ross. Goes in the corner. Dillard wide open. Look! Off the back of the rim. It's off Dynamite's hands. He'll go out of bounds on the baseline. High Point Central possession yet again. Lockhart to inbound to Williams as they move left to right. 3:47 remaining. Rockingham County 59, High Point Central 54. Back and forth until they get it to half court. Lockhart and Williams. Now on the near side elbow. Kick it out. Noble to Carter.
Oh, and one.
3 and 1.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, my, that's big.
What'd they call?
Wait, what did they call?
Coach Prince is upset. I don't think they're gonna give the 3.
Oh.
Coach Prince is on the floor.
Oh, my.
He takes a step back now.
What happened?
They're going to call that a foul offensively.
Did he push off?
It pushed off
him?
for the 3 off of Brady Ross, and with now 5 team fouls, Ross will head to the free throw line.
Oh, my goodness.
In a 2-point game. Well, they're going to reset that. It'll actually be
so they will?
a 5-point game.
Okay.
I think, or are they going to count the 3? No, they got to change that. I think it's going to go back to 54.
Or did they count it?
They might have
He
counted it
made
and
the
a
shot
foul
and
after.
then the foul after?
Yeah, yep, that must be what it is. First free throw doesn't go. Ross' second one doesn't go either. Tyrants is back in the game for High Point Central. Williams jogs up past midcourt. 59-57 Rockingham County. Spin in the lane for
And-
Williams. Draws the foul, but no bucket.
Okay, so I guess that's what happened, because when he hit the three, Luke Strittmeyer was guarding him, and he thought he got the foul. But then I guess whoever was guarding Brady Ross got the foul on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We got it.
1 point game as Williams drains the first from the line.
Yep, so they counted the three.
Carter will check out. Harden is in. Williams gets both free throws. We're knotted up 59-59. Inbound to Dynamite. Covered by Harden. He'll jog with the left hand. Now switch to the right. Pass the timeline, right to left. Spins. Left hand, now the elbow jumper, in and out. One-handed rebound, Strittmeyer on the baseline. Gets it back out to the perimeter. Near side elbow, Euro step to the glass. Dynamite can't get it to fall. More importantly, no foul. Harden up the floor the opposite way. It won't fall, goes out of bounds. Keep it High Point Central basketball on the baseline. And a timeout from Coach Anglero. With 2:53 to play, we're even. 59-59.
You could just start to see the momentum change in late in the third quarter. You know, Rockingham has been absolutely been giving it their all in the paint, and I mean, it's just a slugfest right now.
Coach Anglero is going to coach him up here.
That was a good timeout by him to reset everything, get their composure back.
What they're missing offensively is that dagger three, that ball motion three.
Yeah.
And if they can get just one of those, it'll reset things.
And, you know,
can't force the shots either here late.
Where Apple has been out, you know, that hasn't given a good substitution to, you know, for Apple to fill in for Rumbley, because Rumbley's been playing pretty much the whole game.
Man, you miss the athleticism, too, of James Thomas, who's not in tonight.
Yeah, that too.
But, man, these guys have fought. It's been a battle. Out of the timeout, it's Ross, Dillard, Rumley, Strittmeyer, and Dynamite. Carter, Tyrants, Noble. Williams. In for High Point Central. In the corner, out of bounds. Rockingham County ball.
Good defense by Nick Rumbley and Dynamite right there to trap him in the corner. Went off High Point Central's leg, and here we go.
Lockhart also in the game for High Point Central. Carter will check out.
So what I would like to see right here, you know, you got to give it to Dynamite. He's got to get this basketball. Maybe a pick and roll action with him and Nick Rumbley.
Harden comes in to cover Dynamite. 59-59, 2:43 to play. Pass the timeline for Johnson. Dynamite between the legs a couple times. Back to the basket. Far side elbow goes to the baseline. One-hander inside to Rumley. Off his fingertips. Rebound near side. Grab it to Williams. Up the floor. Harden's going to draw a foul from Dillard. Dillard hurt his hand.
Might have been more than a hand.
He's holding his wrist.
Oh, yeah, get it. Yeah, there you go, big man. Breathe. I know that one hurt.
Should we go to Mace again? Where you stretch? Shake.
Ooh. Shake it off.
So they'll switch offensively. Harden back to the bench. Carter back in for High Point Central. 59-59. Carter to inbound. Ross will cover the inbound here at midcourt near side. Get it into Williams. He looks to Coach Prince, now crosses the timeline. Bounce pass is stolen by Strittmeyer far side, but it goes out of bounds.
That was so close.
He read the lane. Made the aggressive play. The reset High Point Central's offense. Now they'll inbound on the far side, just off the scorer's table. Inbound, Carter's bounce pass is stolen by Dynamite right to the cup.
Let's go.
29
and
for
almost
Dynamite,
another
stolen
steal.
near side in the corner.
Partner, I hit the table so hard, now we got Facebook working. What do you think about that?
What in the world?
How'd that happen?
How in the world? 61-59. 2 minutes to play. Williams with the basketball, covered by Dillard. Dillard in the lane, stays tall on Williams. Noble gets it on the wing. Back to Williams. Williams has an open look for three.
Ooh.
Rattles out. Rebound, Noble. It's off his fingertips. Strickmeyer's in there again with the rebound. Up the floor to Dillard. That's going to be a foul on Lockhart.
And again, the 50-50 balls. Every time.
The last three possessions, Strickmeyer has been a man possessed defensively. So with the foul, the 1-and-1, Dillard to the line for Rockingham County with a 61-59 lead. If you're on Facebook, welcome in. Dillard to the stripe to shoot his first. It's off the backside. If you're just joining us, Dalton Dynamite Johnson, the all-time scoring king here at Rockingham County with 20 points in the first half.
Here you go, partner. I'm going to give you the tutorial right here. Breathe. Let it out. There it is. All right, bend your knees. Bam.
Free throw is good for Dillard. He's got three. Rockingham County leads it 62-59. Coverage by Dynamite, far side. Bounce pass goes out of bounds on the sideline. They must have sent it hit off the Dynamite's hand.
No. Oh, well, I guess they got to make up for the other calls.
So Carter to inbound just in front of the scorer's table.
Oh, my.
On High Point Central side of the court. The inbound will go on the left side, past the timeline for Williams. Gets it to Tyrants. Far side wing. Carter's pass to Carter is tipped away. Dillard gets a steal. We're going to have a foul.
Yes, sir.
The foul is on Carter.
I mean, do I have to say it again? Do I got to say it again? The 50-50 balls every time. It's been Rockingham.
Carter reached in after the Dillard steal on the far side, so Dillard to the line with High Point Central in the bonus here in the fourth.
It's the team that wants it more, and tonight it has been Rockingham so far.
Dillard gets the first. Four-point lead for Rockingham County. Off the heel on the second one. Rebound for Williams. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Cougars.
Yeah, it is.
Big rebound, big possession arrow forced. These gritty Cougars leaving it on the floor here on this Tuesday evening. Dynamite to inbound on the right side on the baseline. One bounce from the official in the hands of Dynamite. Now to Rumley in the corner from Dynamite. Ross off the logo on the wing. Far side. Hands it off midcourt by Dynamite. Spins out of the coverage of Harden. Here comes more pressure by Williams. He gets through that to the free throw line. No look inside to Rumley. Now back out in the hands of Dynamite. They want to hold it as long as possible at midcourt. Pump fake. Now passing here near side wing to Ross. Back to the far side for Dynamite. Covered by Harden. Back to the basket, looking to draw the foul. Is that going to be offensive?
Nope.
It'll be defensive.
That'll be a defensive foul.
On Harden.
He did not have his feet set to draw the charge.
That's the guy you don't want to go to the line either. This is going to be the game plan for Rockingham County here on out too. Hold the ball, force the foul, get to the line. Easy points.
If I had to guess, you're looking at a 90-some% free throw shooter.
First one is good. 30 points tonight for Dynamite. Makes it a two-possession game. Second one is good. 31 for number one. 65-59. 58 seconds right to the bucket for Williams. That'll be a foul. He'll shoot two. They called that on Rumley.
I'm not understanding. This is
That evens it up now. 5 team fouls for Rockingham County, so the automatic trip to the line helps High Point Central late in the game.
So they've got to hit these free throws right here. They'll cut it down.
That's number 4 for Rumley.
To 4.
First one is good for Williams.
And what they'll do is if he hits this second one, I think even regardless, they're going to pick up the intensity on defense, and they're going to press hard. They're going to try to trap, do whatever they can to get the ball back.
They bring the on-ball defender, Elias Harden, in for Carter. Second free throw is good for Williams.
All right, here it comes.
15 points for Williams, 65-60. One-handed pass to Ross. 3 come after him. He passes it middle of the floor to Rumley. Far side wing. Passes it to Dynamite in the corner. Baseline drive. Stunner step and a foul. To the line for Dynamite. They got it in the hands of the guy they wanted to.
That's who you want to go to the line right there.
What a play by Rumley and Ross. Ross faced 3 dudes here at midcourt near sideline and somehow dished it off to Rumley midcourt.
The one-handed snag by Rumley.
So it puts the best free throw shooter in this game at the line in a 4-point ball game. First one gets the hometown roll. 32 now for Johnson. Here comes the second from Dynamite. It's good. 33 for Johnson. Far side Lockhart on the inbound from Noble. Lockhart pass midcourt. Looks here near side wing, covered by 2, Stripmiter and Tiller. Pass by Carter is inside to Noble. Now back out to Williams, top of the key. Covered tightly by Dynamite. He spins out of it with one hand.
Charge.
And a defensive foul. No, it's a charge. Stripmiter again.
Let's go.
That's the grit we see on the football field with number 2. He's answered the call defensively for the Cougars tonight. Luke Stripmiter. And a timeout. (67-61), 2-possession game. 30 seconds to play. Tonight's game brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, Circle Drive-In, as well as Ancora Compassionate Care and Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports, local nonprofit news, and so much more. Visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. 30 seconds. Your goal here, if you're Rockingham County, is to hold the ball as long as possible.
That and let Dynamite get control of it. Let him go to the free throw line, because you know they're going to try to foul right here with the, being a 2-possession game.
Also, you got to watch the cheap foul. They're going to try and get 10 to cheap foul. He's got 4. They're going to try and get Rumley out of this game to help their big guys inside with 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So you got to watch for that cheap foul attempt, trying to force Rumley into the foul. Stripmiter will inbound on the baseline, left side, into the hands of Ross. Ross stops, gets it to Dynamite on the handoff. There will be a foul before, though. So Ross to the line. 67-61, 26 seconds remaining. Almost got it to Dynamite there, just about. Instead, Ross to the line. He's earned this trip 9 points.
If he can hit these 2 right here, you might as well say that's ball game.
Great wing defense from Ross tonight as well. First free throw is good.
7-point ball game.
68-61 with free throw number 2 on the way.
There it is.
And it's good for Ross.
That's big.
11 points on the night. 69-61 up the floor with 20 seconds. Lockhart drive and a foul.
Oh, my. Good shot.
He got the bucket. He had 2 hands on the layup. He just floated it up there. It found a little bit of glass, just enough. And now a 6-point game with Lockhart at the line. Lockhart steps on the strike. Free throw's good.
All right, that'll be a timeout.
Timeout from Coach Prince. 19.6 remaining. 5-point ball game. 69-64. Both teams in the bonus. What's the words from Coach Anglero here?
Well, get the ball in. You've got to get the ball in. I think, High Point Central's drawing up something to where, they're going to try to keep Rockingham from getting it in and maybe get a 5-second call to not have any time come off this clock. But if you're looking at somebody to get the ball for Rockingham, it's got to be Dynamite Johnson. But then you look at Brady Ross. He's just hit 2 big free throws. Everybody for Rockingham tonight has stepped up to the plate. 50-50 balls, hitting your free throws, banging down in the paint. They've done a fantastic job.
69-64, 5-point lead, 19.6 on the clock. You got to force High Point Central here, too, to use as much time as possible.
But, if they do get it in bounds, High Point Central's going to foul really quick.
Yep.
You don't have that much time left.
Inbound for Strittmeyer. Fakes the pass, gets it to Dynamite, and there's a push foul. Good job by Strittmeyer. He faked the pass near side to Ross, gave Dynamite just enough room. He don't need much.
No, you don't need much.
To get the handoff on the inbound. And now the best free throw shooter is at the line.
Oh, we got Dynamite breaking records tonight. We got another ESPN Top 5 Classic that we always are a part of. We always get the good ones.
Free throw is good for Dynamite. He has 34. If you're just joining us on Facebook, Dynamite Johnson, the all-time scoring king at Rockingham County High School with 20 points in the first half to break the record. Second free throw is good. He's got 35.
That ought to do it.
Knocked out of bounds.
That'll do it, partner.
That is Rockingham County ball. Strittmeyer to inbound. Near side wing, long inbound. Almost like a receiver making the catch is Strittmeyer. Now past the timeline. Wears out almost 6-7 seconds running around the court like a chicken with his head cut off. But that's what he does well. He's going to head to the free throw line with 8.9 remaining. And a 71-64 lead. There's number 36.
Wow.
Career high is 41.
Just an easy 36 points. Might as well make it 37 right there.
There it is. Up the floor for Lockhart. 6 seconds. 5 seconds covered by Strittmeyer. Spin by Lockhart. Shoots the 3 off the heel, and that will end it. 73-64 win for Rockingham County against the higher favored High Point Central Bison, who are 13-6, 7-3 in the conference heading into this one. The Cougars move to 11-7 and 5-5 in the Mid-State 3A Conference. And we have a new scoring king here at Rockingham County High School, Dalton Dynamite Johnson. First on the scene just a few seasons ago. And now Dynamite is king. 37 points tonight. The difference, though, we can talk about offense all day. It was a defensive tone set by the guys that stepped in for James Thomas, the guys that stepped in for Bryson Apple when he left the game early.
Oh, here we come. Here we go, partner. We're going to have Dynamite and Coach up here. I'm going to pass off mine.
Keep yours on.
You sure?
Yep. I want you to be able to ask questions, too. Here comes Dynamite Johnson and Eddie Anglero, Coach Anglero, up here. As we're joined with Dynamite Johnson, Dalton Dynamite Johnson. You burst on the scene just a few seasons ago. Now you're the point king. How's it feel, Dalton?
It feels great, man. Just coming in here and just trying to win and doing whatever I got to do that, man. I'm just glad I got the win today and also got the point record.
Now tonight, you mentioned it defensively. Your teammates, You didn't have James Thomas tonight.
Yes, sir.
You lose Bryson Apple early in the game.
Yes, sir.
But your guys off the bench stepped up, and your fellow guards as well played tightly defensively.
Yes, sir. We kind of just got that next man up mindset. Like, if somebody go down, it's your responsibility to, step up for that man. I mean, we all one group, no matter the biggest to the smallest. So we all one group. So if one go down, the next person got to step up. And I feel like we did a good job of that tonight.
Hey, we say it all the time. You're the point king, right? But you're always looking to pass first. How important is it to you to get your teammates involved offensively?
Definitely, man. I mean, I feel like they need to get just as much shine as I get, because, I mean, the more shine they get, the less attention I'm going to get. So I feel like the more I give it up, the more I'm going to get myself too.
All right, partner. So I'm going to walk you through this. We got the
video up for
We got the whole video. Talk us through this right here.
I didn't really know how many points I was away. I was trying, but the shot felt good, and then I heard the timeout, so I knew I had gotten it.
How have you mastered, one thing that we talk about all the time is your quick release.
Yes, sir.
Is that something that you've worked on for quite some time? And do you feel comfortable in those moments with a hand in your face because of that quick release?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the faster I can get the shot off, the more comfortable I am. I feel like that would be with anybody. And just, working throughout the years, getting my shot faster and stronger, being able to shoot from farther out and stuff like that definitely helps with those types of moments.
Your career, your senior career is winding down. We've got a month, though. We've got some time.
Yeah.
But how does it feel knowing where you are now compared to where you were when you started?
It feels great. Just looking back now and seeing the growth that I've made, because of the hard work that I've put in for myself. And, just knowing where I want to go and knowing what I got to do to get there, I try to do the best that I can to get there.
I'll tell you what, Dynamite, man, it's been a pleasure watching you.
I appreciate y'all.
Your game is just absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
we
sir.
love
Thank
coming here and checking you out every single time.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Appreciate it,
man.
man.
Congratulations, and we want you to know, we're telling college coaches on the broadcast, get your butt in the gym, watch the film, he does it all.
Yes,
Congratulations,
sir.
Dalton,
Thank you.
on being the scoring king.
Thank you.
We're now joined with head coach Eddie Anglero, who joins us here on the postgame show. Coach, how was it to see that in the first half? Not only that, but your team came together in a big win here tonight at home.
It was incredible. We started off hot, kind of hit a rough patch in the third quarter, missed a ton of easy lays, but we stayed together. I always tell my guys, the team that normally stays together normally comes out with the victory. That's not always the case, but majority of the times in sports, the team that binds together in a tight spot normally comes out with the victory.
Just before the start of the season last year, you take the job here. You know you've got this kid named Dalton Dynamite Johnson. You know what he can do. From the moment that you got that first practice to where he is now, talk about what you've seen from Dynamite and what it feels like to see him set this record.
When I took the job, I knew that I had a special talent there, but I just wanted to show him a few different things, because you can't coach his talent. All you can do is kind of cultivate it and put him in the proper spots. So it's not me doing anything far as skill wise. I'm just trying to cultivate him and show him a few things to help him out, and that's pretty much what I was just doing.
So Coach, again, we got this on Facebook for you. That way you can share it. We'll show you this right here.
Coach watching the shot.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
Hey, how many times have you seen him take shots like that where, maybe, as coaches, we laugh sometimes. It's no, yes!
Well, when it comes to him, there is no. I'm just being honest. Sometimes when you have special players, you just have to live with it. I remember listening to Mark Jackson talking about Steve Kerr in a way and Klay Thompson, not comparing Dynamite to them too, but sometimes certain people just get the green light and you just got to live with it.
That's it.
Coach Eddie Anglero joining us here on the postgame show. Before we let you go, you guys faced some adversity. We talked about Dalton, what he did. But how about Luke Strittmeyer, Brady Ross, the defense they played? You lose Bryson Apple early in the game. No James Thomas tonight. They stepped up against a big interior. They played tight inside, and Nick Rumley as well. Left it all on the court. Talk about just the will of your guys.
I've been telling them here lately, we got to be dogs. We got to be dogs. When Dynamite is scoring, other guys got to contribute in other ways. He's going to do the bulk of the scoring, but if you can buy in defensively, you can get charges, you can get steals, you can get open shots. It helps us out so much, because we know that every night we're going to face a double team on Dynamite, because that's the only way he's going to be guarded. So we ask other guys to step up and do other things. When it comes to Luke Strittmeyer, he's one of the most unselfish kids I've ever had. Every team needs a Luke. He's going to give it all he got on the floor. He's going to take a charge. He's going to dive on the floor. And when it comes to Brady, he doesn't score as much as you see on the scorebook, looks, but he contributes in so many other ways. It's a beautiful thing to have when you got a team like this right here.
And they were absolute dogs tonight, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I seen tonight, too, the 50-50 ball.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all won those 9 out of 10 times.
Most definitely. I told him it's one shot and done. Anything 50-50, we got to have it.
Absolutely.
We lose games when we give multiple chance opportunities and we don't win those 50-50 balls. If we get those, we normally win the ball game.
And your big guy going inside against Tyrants, 6'8", Rumley matched up with him.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to Big Nick, I tell him, I know he's going to Carolina to play baseball, but if this kid dedicated his life to playing basketball, he would be a Division I athlete. He's one of the best kids I've ever seen play in the post. When his footwork, his tenacity, and he knows that he's our anchor down low. He's going to give you a double-double every single night. He's going to take on a big man, no matter how tall or what size he is. He's just going to give it every night.
Head Coach Eddie Anglero here on your postgame show on Roadco Radio. Coach, congrats on the win. Good luck tomorrow. And keep it going.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all as always, man.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
That's head coach Eddie Anglero here on your Roadco Radio post-game show. Final score 73-64 as we break down the numbers. 37 for Dynamite Johnson here on the evening. Luke Strittmeyer played tough, no points, but man, he made a big difference on the perimeter, as did Brady Ross, who had 11 points. Nick Rumley with 11 inside, Ladarius Dillard with 4, Bryson Apple with 5, despite the injury in the first, the poke of the eye. Well, we hope he's all right. He had ice on the eye, but he'll be a big contributor down the stretch, and we look forward to seeing him back on the court. Gage Rakestraw off the bench with 5 points as well. Final score 73-64. A huge win, setting up a matchup against Northeast Guilford. Jay Ramey, Jonathan Hatley will have that call from here at the Rock tomorrow. Final score 73-64. For Joe Dexter, I'm David Woods. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for listening to Roadco Radio's coverage of local high school basketball. To find out where we will be next, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham, where you can find this ball game as well as our schedule for what's coming up. You can also download our podcast of our games by heading to Spotify and searching for Roadco Radio, or on Apple Podcasts, and also find our game archives on YouTube by searching for Roadco Radio. Roadco Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Penrose Car Wash at 1509 South Scales in Reedsville has been serving the Reedsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Penrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Cooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Cooler Ice dispenser at Schules Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reedsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reedsville at 1509 South Scales Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Cooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Cooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Roadco Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Nice's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school basketball coverage on Roco Radio is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. Roco Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split, or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more at Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road near the roundabout. High school basketball on Roco Radio is made possible thanks to Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed late last year, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey when greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit ancoracc.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local basketball teams on their journey towards successful seasons. Local basketball coverage is also made possible thanks to our friends at Rockingham Update, the community